The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quick strike complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Utes will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Motion from the wideout. And some room to work. Turning it on! Touchdown, South Carolina! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He wants to go deep. Snags it on the right. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll move the tight end. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the... It's a big win for this defense.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to...
Oh, he's got some space. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Dropping back, it's Allen. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Andrews. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Utes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Utah. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense, stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. Attack. Touchdown Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback flexibility to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. He's loose on the left. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. The give on the inside. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This crowd knows this. The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Utah Utes, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Utes will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well.
There he goes! Inside the 40, at the 20, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the ground game. Makes it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side now. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Love the play by...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. From the 22 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
South Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Quick completion to the right. He's got it out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they lose a lot of yards trying to run that jet sweep with the wide receiver. And at this point, don't you want to just turn around and hand it off to your big physical running back in between the tackles?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Allen. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, South Carolina! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can...
Turning it on! And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Bland. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On third and goal, they'll throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go.
To the air. It's Allen. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snatches it on the way. Off to the races. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah has the back on the offense coming onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Trying play action. Fires to the right. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Throwing right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of their good ones.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He's got him. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
To throw, it's Allen. It's on target and complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Now on the option. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Gamecocks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Fellas, how many fall Saturdays have been highlighted by the great Ohio State-Penn State rivalry? Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible.
They'll start this drive with a pass.
No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Utes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On the move at the 30. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Back to throw. It's Allen. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the 1st down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing the 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and 10.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the tailback. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
He'll take another shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Utes send out the punt unit. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The RPO fires way to the left. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Complete to the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating.
Touchdown, South Carolina! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. And the returner goes down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. Inside the 30. Inside. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Pressure coming. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
So now it's second and long. Walker will fire. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
At the 28-yard line. Third down coming up.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
What a disappointment. No good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Time to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Here we go. Set. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Walker to throw. Makes the grab. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the missed connection on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
First and 10.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over or move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
To the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Pocket breaking down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Walker will fire. Pulls it in. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Now, fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Take over. First and 10.
Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete on the right side. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Utes are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? And it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Walker to throw. He fires to the left side. It's caught. They want a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. That's reeled in. It's Henderson. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump. Ink.
Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
They'll run the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, South Carolina! Great job by the back on the option. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Right on the money. Got room at the 35. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Utes! Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Leaves it with the back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Got it behind the line. It's Henderson. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Walker will fire. Wide open downfield. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Gets it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you can tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
22, water.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Unleashes one deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page. You get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
South Carolina, 66. Utah, 13.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
Looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.